super excited about this live. Doing a split live action right now. I'm going to try to make this quick, as much as I don't want to because I have so much to talk about on this subject. But just because I feel like, hey, people's attention span is a little short these days. So hello, welcome to my live. This is Robert. I've never met him in real life. We have been social media friends for over a year now and talked about several projects that he works on. So I'm basically just going to ask him questions, and he will be giving you all of the juicy details about the exciting thing that he works on the side. And you have a real job, like that income, like you work.
I mean, my job are based on my businesses. You know, I mean, I've got the one of, the initial one that we launched called Paper Clouds Apparel.
Okay.
And so with that one, what we do is every 2 weeks we team up with a different special needs cause. We take artwork that kids with special needs draw, and then we put it on our shirts. We sell those, and then 50% of the proceeds go right back to that special needs cause.
And isn't your shipment and fulfillment all done by adults with special needs also?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love this whole thing.
It's so much fun, you know, being able to, because 85% of adults with special needs are unemployed, you know, and it's ridiculous. They have a skill set that is great. Like, I am so happy to have them because, like, the individuals we have, they're so detail oriented, and where it's like you give them a task and they're focused and they catch so many errors. You know, like if your shirt has a little hole in the neckline, where if you or I were doing that job, we're just like, I'm just trying to fold the shirt as quick as I can and get the work done. But they're just so happy to have a job that they check and they find so many little holes and just problems with the shirt that you or I just know that I wouldn't catch them. And so in the long run, it's funny. People are like, oh, well, but aren't they bad for, I'm like, they're great for business. Like, they catch me so many errors. And plus the joy and satisfaction that they get out of getting a paycheck, you know, and their whole entire lives, people tell them what they can't do. And so our thing is we want to show them what they can do and let them know that you're talented, you have abilities, and here's some freedom, you know, because a paycheck is freedom, and they can now go and get what they want.
So I love this, and if you are a big fan of mine, which I hope you are, and you've watched my lives before, I have opened some packages from his company and talked about this Paper Clouds Apparel specifically, and I feel like I was telling him earlier when we were talking, like, I always mess up explaining it, but I think I did get it right. I mean, you join up with a cause as specific, like isn't today Down Syndrome Awareness Day?
It's World Awareness Day. So we showcased a couple of our designs in the past, actually, that have been created by artists. Right now, we don't have an artist with Down syndrome. We have two amazing artists right now that have, like, this one kid who has autism put this, if they look at papercloudsapparel.com, we have like a Mario, this little kid with autism drew a Mario, and it's so cool. And then, I mean, all the artwork they do, I look at it and it's almost like Christmas for me when I get this artwork in, because I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool. Well, but it's gotten bad to where I have to now tell myself that I'm not allowed to order as many shirts as I want because the situation has gotten out of control. So I have to pick and choose which ones I can get right now.
I love it. So that's something that you've been working on for a long time. Papercloudsapparel.com is the website. There's also an Instagram page, Paper Clouds Apparel, correct?
That's correct.
So if you want to get involved, if you want to order shirts,
just real quick, I just saw somebody put, "I'm in love with your feet, Elena." So, and I'm guessing they're talking to you, not me. But I had to.
Those comments come and go. I always say if I really get to a low point and need to, I'll have to sell pictures of my feet on the internet for whatever reason. That's something that people are very interested in. I have a really pretty good Wiki feet rating, though. I think it's like a 9.5, so not bad.
I didn't even know there was such a thing, but
I didn't either until recently.
Ed, the guy on the bottom, if you look up top, it says Elena Davies with Cloud Covered Streets. That's who I am, so you don't have to keep on posting asking who I am. But thank you.
Yeah, so this guy has, like we were just talking about, launched Paper Clouds Apparel, which is super neat and provides jobs for adults with special needs and provides a cool way to raise money for specific special needs programs. um, with artwork and shirts. So neat. So the other thing that I really wanted to talk about today is, like, I think the thing that, like, needs funding the most, like, immediately, and the thing that I'm super excited about, and it is the page that we're live with right now, Cloud Covered Streets. Tell me, I know everything about it, but tell me, aka tell the masses what this program is, what you're doing, what you're trying to accomplish.
Of course, yeah, thank you. So Cloud Covered Streets is the nonprofit that I launched after Paper Clouds Apparel, and our mission is basically we just go out and bring the homeless items they need. So we have street teams in 12 different cities right now, and what we do is we bring them a new T-shirt, a new pair of socks, we have backpacks, we have toiletry supplies. Like, we just completely load them up. For Christmas, I went out and we gave away 75 new pairs of Nike shoes. We gift wrapped them. I dressed up like Santa, dyed my beard white, had a couple elves with me. David Spade happened to see us when we were out, on the corner, and took a video and came over and took pictures with us and told us how cool we're doing. So basically helping the homeless is our main focus. But we're taking the next step now, and we are working on getting our first mobile shower and laundry trailer that we can move around, and so we can give the homeless a safe and a free place to be able to shower and to wash their clothes, because people have no idea, but there's no, like, when you see the homeless, and definitely when I was younger and more ignorant, I would look at them and be like, oh, they're so dirty, why don't they, but there's no place for them to shower. Mm-hmm. Like, the facilities that are set up, like, we're based in Phoenix, but I've been to other major cities, and it's the same in every major city, where the facilities that are set up that the government funds for the homeless to use, they're terrible. They're disgusting. They're so dirty. The danger factor. One of my homeless friends, he 2.5 weeks ago went there to get a shower and ended up getting stabbed. When you want to go and take a shower, you have to leave all of your supply, your backpack, everything you own has to, you have to leave outside, and you come back, and your bag has been stolen or it's been rummaged through, and when you're homeless and you own everything you own is in that bag. And so, if somebody steals for you or I, we're like, oh, that sucks, but all right, we'll go and we can replace it. They can't replace it.
Right.
And so it's one of those things where I just don't think people understand. So we launched a GoFundMe campaign to get our first mobile laundry shower trailer on the road. And one of the cool things we're also going to do is, aside from just giving them a shower and a chance to wash and dry their clothes, we're going to have licensed stylists there so they can get a haircut. We'll have a laptop and a printer there so they can get help with job resumes, so they can get help with job applications. Because, for us people that aren't immersed in this culture, we have no idea that how many of them want to go, and we all have this idea that every homeless person is a drunk, is a drug addict. Mm-hmm. They want to steal from us. We got to get dangerous. They're dangerous. When it's like, that's just not the truth, and they need these places. And for the ones that do want to get a job, we want to help you, And
I feel like there's such a stigma with homelessness that's so hard. And Robert and I talked on the phone earlier today, and we had the same discussion. But like I was sharing before, whenever people see homeless, they're concerned about giving money. They're like, oh, they're just going to go spend it on drugs, or, oh, they're just going to do this and that. And I'm not going to press my beliefs on anyone. I can respect what everyone believes in that situation, but I've always felt, for me, like, the Lord asks me to give if I'm in a place to give. The Lord asks me to pray if I see somebody that is in need. So, like, that's my job. So for me to fulfill my job is for me to give. And some people have a lot of reservations about giving money because they don't know the homeless person's intentions. And that's fair. I don't either. I have worked ways around that where I'll keep gift cards in my car to, like, a McDonald's or something, and just give them, like, a $5-10 gift card. That means, unless they're trading McDonald's gift cards for drugs, I don't know what the market is for drugs these days. That is a place for them to for sure eat. I'll keep snacks in my car, or water, or back where I used to live, we just moved to the burbs. But when I lived in Dallas, there, every time I went to Walgreens, there were like 2 or 3 homeless sitting, like, kind of on the side of the building or in the back. Yeah. And I would go inside and I would get Gatorade, water, nuts, things that they can take and that is good for them, and just go give them to them, whether they ask for it or not, because they need food. But at the end of the day, if I'm at a red light and I see a homeless person and I feel like the Lord pressing me to give, that I'm going to give. But I love this campaign so much because, and I told you this story earlier on the phone. The other day I was at the grocery store. Yesterday I was at the grocery store, I think last night or night before. And a homeless person came up to me and asked me for money, and said specifically, I have a job interview tomorrow. I'm really trying to get my life back together. I need a place tonight to go shower, get a good night's sleep. And I mean, he's literally just trying to get money to have the thing that you're providing for free. Yeah. He's trying to get his life together. So he says, I had a small conversation with him, and I feel like his intentions, based on all the things I learned about people manipulating and lying to you in the Big Brother house, I felt like he was being genuine. So I gave him the cash that I had on me, and I said I'd pray for him and hope that the job interview went well. But I just love this campaign so much because this is reaching the homeless, and this is reaching the homeless that want to make a difference in their own lives but don't have the opportunity to. So I think it's so neat, and the mobile trailer, like everything about it, I think it's such a cool idea.
Well, and one of the cool things I even forgot to mention is that for every time we take it out, we're going to be hiring the homeless as well. And so each time the trailer goes out, there's going to be two of our homeless, my homeless friends that I've met that we're going to hire. And they're going to be on like a 3-month basis where they're going to work for us for 3 months. And that way it helps them build up a job history. And so when they do, when they move on to go and get another job, I'm going to be able to be their reference, and not only that, but we're going to be able to pay them. So every single day, they're going to be able to be saving money to be able to get off their feet. And so every 3 months, we're going to bring on new people. And just, the one thing I've learned is that, if they do want to get off the streets, then it really is up to them. But we need to give them the tools to where they can be successful, because so many of them will come up to me and they're like, do you have any work? Do you have any work? And I'm like, no. And they're like, we want to work, but how do I go to a job interview looking like this? And it's like, they're right, and so they have to risk, they're like, oh, if I want to shower, I've got to risk getting beat up, my stuff taken from me. And then also,
I had no idea that was
people don't. People don't.
I had no idea.
They have no idea. And I didn't either. I thought, oh, there's places for them. It's just, we don't know about this. And so we're trying to spread the word and let people know that, like, again, when you see these people, like, they don't want to be dirty for a reason. Like, they're dirty because there's no place for them to shower. There's no place for them to take care of themselves. And so we want to give them that place, and we're starting out. Our first trailer's going to be here in Phoenix, but my goal is, 25 trailers by 2025. And I know that we can do that. And once we get this first trailer out there and are able to show people that it's tangible and be able to show them success stories and show them, this is Eric before, this is Eric after it. And then be able to show them, oh, Eric now has a job. He's off the streets and homeless. And we can show them that we're really helping people. And so I kind of joke with people, and I tell them that, if you're one of those people that like you and I, that have a heart for the homeless, yes, you should definitely want this to happen. But if you're one of those people who hates the homeless and think they're the worst and think they're a blight on society and you don't want to see them, you should want to donate even more.
I like
because
that,
we're going to really help get them. We're going to get them out of your site. We're going to get them out of your area, but they need this tool. They need a place where they can just get clean. So, I see people asking where they can help. So I'll just say it real quick. It's GoFundMe.com/CCS-showers. Or if you find us on any social media platform, you can go to Instagram, you can go to Facebook, any of those. Message me, talk to me. If you want to start your own street team in your own city, we'll tell you how you can do that, and we'll get you the goods and supplies. Because anybody who lives in a major city or near a major city knows how big of an epidemic this really truly is. And not all of them are these drug addicts, drunks that, 70% of the population is living paycheck to paycheck today. And if you're one of those people and you lose that job and you don't have friends and family to help you out, what happens? You end up on the streets. And once you become homeless, getting off the streets is so much more difficult because, again, when I was younger and dumber, it's like, how do you get a job without an address, without a cell phone, without a telephone, without internet? Like, most jobs now are all done, fill out the job application online. And it's like,
right.
People don't have access to any of that.
Yeah, so if you think about it, they could go into, like, how many times, I haven't applied for a job in years, but I remember even a few years back, like when I was in college, almost 10 years ago. Oh my gosh, am I old? Going into like local businesses, and they're like, oh, applications online. Like,
Yeah, so
what's their option?
there is none, and so we want to give them that option. I mean, I think the last report said that in 2015 there were almost 750,000 homeless people in the United States, and that's absurd, But we just want to bring them, give them that second chance. I mean, everybody deserves a second chance. I know that I'm very fortunate that I was given a second chance and able to turn my life around. And these are people and the majority of them, just when you talk to them and you hear their stories, the majority of them, it was one real like tragic moment in their life that caused them to spiral and now they're just trying to get their way back, where it was like, for most of them, it's a loss of a loved one, and they either turn to drinking or turn to drugs, but now we're like, crap, like
what do I do now?
Yeah.
How do I get back there?
I want this life, like how do I? And they just want a roof over their head, it's like they don't have these. They're not like trying to drive a Ferrari, These are people that are like, I just want to be able to, sleep in a bed, to be able to go to bed at night, not starving, hungry, or
just eat 3 times a day, have a nice meal, have a shower, have a bed.
And the fact that how many veterans we have that are homeless as well, that's something that just...
I think I saw a comment on here that said, I used to be a homeless vet and I'm not anymore. Thanks for bringing awareness. It was further up. But it's so true. Like, these people serve our country and make it out, and then...
Yeah, we just discard them. We're like, oh, you're gone.
Thanks for all that service. Bye.
Yeah, and I have a bunch of my homeless friends here in Phoenix. They're all vets, and they actually go so far as they'll have their military ID on their sign, just so people do know that, hey, because unfortunately, a lot of the con artists that are on the streets will tell people, because they know that, oh, people are more willing to help a veteran, so I'll say I'm a vet. But the people that I know that are vets, they actually have their military. They're like, look, I'm not lying to you. Like, we're out on the streets here, like, we just need a little help. And one of the tough things as well is once you become homeless, it's really tough. You kind of have to flip a switch in your head where you go from, our normal train of thought to where it's just about survival. Mm-hmm. You're going to do whatever you have to do just to make it to the next day.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm so grateful that you are doing all of this on behalf of us that, don't have the time or, know where to start right now. But I see so many people that are asking how they can get involved and how they can help. And I know he mentioned it before, but I want to say it again. He has a GoFundMe page. I am going to, after this live, post on my story with a swipe up link. So I'm going to make it super simple for all of y'all that are listening and watching that want to donate, that want to help. You're just going to swipe up and it's going to be right there. So there's a GoFundMe page. He's got a Paper Clouds Apparel Instagram page. I encourage you all to go follow that and follow what he's doing with that. It's such a cool cause. And then obviously what we've been talking about the most, Clouds Covered Streets. Somebody commented it and I pinned their comment. So it's down there at the bottom.
That's actually a friend of mine. So thank you, Randall, for pinning it, or for commenting with tagging us, and thank you, Elena, for being smart enough to pin it, because I have all that social media stuff to me is...
I can do the social media stuff, and you can do the build a trailer and
done.
Hire the homeless stuff, because I'm like...
You do the other work that, you be the smile in the face, and because with this face, it's not going to help, so... I'll just start working and you
tell the people.
yeah, I'm totally okay with that.
But no, I think that you're just one of the greatest people. You're so humble, and he works with a lot of musician friends. That's kind of how I came to know who he was. And my friend Caitlin Butts was here last week at my house, waiting for her mom to pick her up. She was homeless for a minute, and I was like, "Hey, girl, I got you. Come over here." And so we got to hang out and stuff, and she texted me the other day, and she was like, I just love him. I'm posting soon. I think you should post. And it reminded me, you've been on my list. And like I said, I've mentioned Paper Clouds Apparel before. But this homelessness campaign, I think it's so neat. So I think if I could encourage everyone to donate to the GoFundMe page, this is going to help him finish getting this project complete. and ready to actually like hit the streets. And then any money donated post that will continue to grow the project for other cities.
And one of the cool things about us is that since we are a 501c3, anything you donate to us is a tax credit.
Write-off.
Yeah. So it's like, you could pay your tax in the year, or you could help us change lives and save lives. You know,
absolutely.
And one coffee a week, $5 a week over the next 5 weeks. You know, just every week, just $5, and that's enough. If we just get people to do that, like that's how crowdfunding.
I know. How much money do you spend on stupid stuff? You buy like a shirt that doesn't fit, and you're too lazy to return it, and it was $25. Like that's speaking directly to me as a human. I'm like, I like that. Maybe. I don't know. And then I never, like, we spend money on the dumbest stuff. Like, give up your Starbucks once a week and be a part of something that's making a really huge difference in your community, in another community. If the homelessness isn't your, like, something that's, like, really heavy on your heart, like it is me, maybe the Paper Clouds apparel thing is. Maybe this conversation just inspires you to find something that you're really passionate about and you can give your time and money and energy to. Do something that's like a little bit bigger than yourself and your need to buy a shirt that doesn't fit and drink your coffee from Starbucks that's $13. So that's my encouragement today. Obviously, like I said, cloud cover streets is, I think, one of the coolest things that you can get involved in right now. So I'm really, really, really encouraging you to donate, be a part, reach out to Robert. I'm going to link his 3 Instagram pages that you can contact him on. I'm going to link all of them. So if you want to get involved more than just donating to a GoFundMe, he's the guy you want to talk to. And then, let us know, like, let me know specifically. I'm invested, how you get involved, what you're doing. But so I'm going to post it on my Instagram story. I'm also going to post it on Twitter. I'm also going to post it on both my Facebook pages. There's no excuse. You're going to be able to find it. And there's 3 Instagram pages. All of those Instagram pages have information. So please get involved, do something, donate money, donate time, donate prayers, all the things. Yeah. Oh, wait, I can't hear you. Did you mute yourself? We just did this. Oh, wait, there you are. Okay, I was like, you're talking, but I can't hear you. Can y'all hear him? I don't know why I'm having issues hearing. It's like going in and out. I don't know what the deal is. Can y'all hear him? Okay, nobody can hear you. It's not just me. Wait.
Every single one of them.
There it is. I heard you. Okay, you're back. I don't know what happened. It was like I could hear you, and then you just like disappeared.
Did I go away? All right.
And you're on again.
It's probably best if people don't hear me a lot of the time. My mom will. Everybody can hear. Again, just every one of us has the ability to change the world, you know. And it's something as simple as like go to Target. Oh, can you?
I can hear you now. I can hear you now again.
Oh no, people are saying no, they can't hear.
My mom says it's delay, and it's just delayed.
You heard me? How about now? One of the things that I always just tell people is, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, but you just keep going in and out. Oh wait, now. Wait,
how about
I'm like, oh wait, you're gone. Oh wait, you're back.
Nobody can hear me. All right, but I'll just keep on talking. Maybe they might hear me, but it's as simple as just going to Target.
I don't know what's going on. We had such a good run. Okay. We were doing good. But I guess, long story short, I'm going to be posting, this live is going to be available for 24 hours.
But anyway, it's literally as simple as when you go to Target next time, pick up an extra 10-pack of socks, you know, and when you're driving around, you stop at an intersection, and somebody's there homeless, I guarantee you give them a brand new clean pair of socks, and they're going to be over the moon. Like, just from my time on the street, I've seen grown men cry over Q-tips. How little other people have from giving. That's what I always tell me.
What he was saying. He said, it's as simple as going, next time you go to Target or Walmart or Kroger, the grocery store. I know, insurance bad. So, get a clean pair.
Thank you, and thank you for
You're
everybody
welcome.
who listened. And again, shoot me a message on any of my social media, and I will get that.
Okay, I removed him from my live because his delay was happening. It was so bad. So to wrap everything up, what he was saying at the end, I think, is a super cool idea as well. I haven't even thought about that. And he said it's as simple as getting a package of socks and giving that to a homeless person when you see them. Like, it's little things like that they're deprived of and that they need. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and hop off this live. I've been on for 30 minutes. It's going to be available for 24 hours. So I hope that those of you who got on and had to get off and say that they would watch it later will have come back and watched it and made it to this point of the live. But please stay tuned to my Instagram story and get involved if you can, donate if you can. Let me know that you donated. He says, thank you so much for everyone who tuned in. Please feel free to reach out. We are always looking for new friends. I'm going to pin that comment. So this is his page. I just think it's such a cool movement. I think that he has just the softest, sweetest heart. He's so humble. Just doing something that's so much bigger than him. I'm such a big fan of the ideas, just everything. Paper clouds, cloud covered streets. I think it's so neat. So please, my call to action is to go follow these accounts. Cloud covered streets, Paper Clouds Apparel. He has a personal page too. I don't remember the tag off the top of my head. But I'll post all of that. Please follow, please get involved, please donate. Please share with your friends. I know I have a really big platform and that's so cool. And most people, yes, Thorny20, thank you. You're on top of it. Most people don't have this kind of platform. And also most people probably don't get death threats as often as I do. But just because I have a huge platform doesn't mean that, or your platform is smaller than mine, doesn't mean that you're not going to reach someone. Just sharing on your page or posting a story or a photo or going live and talking about something that's important to you or passionate about is still reaching a couple people. And so a couple hundred people, a couple thousand people, I don't know. So yeah, share with your friends too. There's so many ways that you can help spread this movement. So do what you can. And thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And thank you for being a part of my Awareness Wednesday. I'm super